I did.
Wait a minute. You're losing me. I mean, what is going on?
It's my father. He's been on my case about how I've been so unethical about taking the account while Akash has been talking to Suresh.
But didn't you tell your father that Akash was going to drop it anyway? And before he could tell that to Suresh had already signed us on.
He knows all about that. He just treats me like, I don't know what. You know, he has a better opinion about those dalals at Kamatipura.
One second. He is your father, you know. I'm sure he loves you.
If that is what love is, excuse me while I go vomit.
Listen, just give him some time, you know. He's bound to see your finer points at some point in time.
Whew, you talk as if I'm a car or something.
Yeah, it is a bit like that, isn't it? Listen, why don't you take him for a test drive? Let him see what's good about you. Let him see your USPs.
What's the point? I mean, you told me he's my father, right? If he doesn't understand me now, how's he ever going to know me later?
Listen, my friend, you will realize that in life, you think you know everything about a person and then you discover that actually you know nothing at all.
How's that possible?
Well, when you live life enough, you'll realize that people will do exactly what you didn't expect them to.
Oh, really? Does that mean you're going to take up bungee jumping?
That's right, my friend. Laugh it off. You know, life is a joke. These little existential wrinkles do get ironed out along the way.
What are you now?
Right.
My tailor or something?
Listen. Just moping about it isn't going to change the situation in any way at all. So why don't you just distract your moroseness by concentrating on that bloody script we've got to get together?
Rags, can't you talk about anything else but work?
Certainly, my friend. I can talk about advertising.
I guess you're right. From now on, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
You mean work on the script, right?
Work and work and work. And to prove to him that I can work as hard as Akash or anybody, that I can be somebody, I will prove to him.
Of course you will. Because right through the night, I am going to be standing behind you with a whip in my hand, and I'm going to slash it across your back till the wee hours of the morning, because we have a hell of a lot of work to do.
Clearing your sinuses? Flushing your soul? What?
Ashok. Hello. Is there anything important?
If it wasn't important, Pawan, I would not disturb you.
Okay. So, why don't you have a cup of tea and sit here for a bit? I'll just have a shower and be back.
Actually, Pawan, I'm supposed to meet someone at 9 a.m. in the writer's building. So I was hoping we could discuss this in the next couple of minutes and then you can take a shower.
Okay, ठीक है जी. Bishop, come, sit down.
What's the matter, Pawan? Is the strain of managing such great inheritance getting too tough for you?
No, not exactly. It's just that, Ashok, after a point, too much money becomes a bit of a nuisance.
I think only Pawan Sarkar can say too much money is a nuisance.
Anyway, Bolo, you said you were going to meet somebody in Writers' Building. Who's that?
Actually, Pawan, it's someone you yourself introduced me to at the Governor's Ball. Does the name Bhaskar Gangopadhyay ring a bell?
Of course. Bhaskar, he's a family friend, old friend. He used to revere my father. Of course, he idolized Dadu.
And now that they both have gone, he's shifted his idolization and reverence towards you.
Oh, no. Besides, the word you're looking for is idolatry. I don't like that word.
Are you saying, Pawan, you don't like being called the living legend of Dokineshwar?
Ki Ashok, I don't want to be any legend, living or dead.
In any case, I hope you don't mind giving your humble admirer your blessings before he undertakes a very great task.
You, huh? You're being very tongue-in-cheek. What's up? Are you going to bungee jump off Howrah Bridge or what?
Actually, Pawan, it's something much worse. I am planning to stand for the state elections. With your blessings, of course.
My blessings? What on earth for?
Pawan, without your help, I could have never won the local by-elections. And I don't think I'll get very far without your support in the state elections either.
I'm sorry. I think you overestimate me and you underestimate yourself.
That, my friend, is something you can never accuse me of.
Anyway, you have no cause to worry. Of course I'll support you. God knows we need someone to fight for us in the assembly, someone to fight for Dakshineshwar's cause. We badly need you there.
You mean you will support me?
Not only will I support you, I will personally nominate you for this election. And then I will extend all the help, all the aid I can for you to win this.
Pawan, it's no wonder that people worship you so much in Dakshineshwar.
Come on.
I mean, really, thank you so much. You have no idea what this means to me.
So, you've been doing your wrist exercises? Got a lot of signing to do.
You know, sometimes, Chand, you seem to be a little too over-enthusiastic on the job.
I try.
No, I didn't really mean that as a compliment.
Don't understand.
I received a call from Sister Rosetta yesterday. She's the lady who runs a rehabilitation center for women.
Yes, I've met her.
Yes, sir. She said she came to the office.
Yes, she's been hounding me for the last week or so. Pretty tiresome, really.
Hounding? How?
The usual. Donations.
And what did you tell her?
Told her we couldn't help her. You know how it is with these people. You give them a rupee and they want two. You gotta be firm with them.
Why is that, Chand?
Pawan, we've exhausted our budget for charities for the whole year. In fact, for the next 2 years. I didn't tell her, but it's a fact. In fact, the accountants are grumbling because it takes a big piece out of the balance sheet.
I see.
Can we start signing now?
Chand, this is what I mean about you being too over-enthusiastic at times. Sister Rosetta runs a rehabilitation center for women. They help battered wives, abused women, rape victims, drug addicts. Thanks to their efforts, over 100 women's lives have been saved, Chand.
But our budget?
I don't care about the budget. I make the budget, I can extend the budget, and this calls for an extension.
We feel sorry for every Tom, Dick, and Mary that comes along.
Look, Chand, look. She has just rescued sex workers from a brothel. She needs those funds to rehabilitate those women.
Yes, but the accountants?
To hell with the accountants, for God's sake. You know what they're like. They're only interested in those little black figures on white pieces of paper. I mean, they'll talk about net loss, net gain, return on investment. Let's be human, Chand. I expected more of you, Chand.
Just did what I thought was right. You're over budget, so I...
Look, Chand, do me a favor. I understand. Now call Sister Rosetta and tell her that we would be delighted to make this contribution. Then make a check for 20,000 and I'll sign it right now.
20? That's twice of what she's asking from us.
So what? That will help twice as many women, for God's sake, Chand.
Pawan.
What? What but? Make that call. Make the call. Actually, on second thoughts, I'll speak to her myself.
Sisters of Hope, could I speak to Sister Rosetta, please? Speak here.
Sister Rosetta? Hello, Pawan Sarkar here. Good afternoon. How have you been? How are things? Yes, I've heard of all the good work that's going on. Sister Rosetta, we would be delighted, we would be honored to send you this contribution. Actually, I haven't been there for a while, so why don't I drop in there myself? Yes? Will you be there this evening? Okay, then I'll come myself with the check. Yes. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Basha, it's me.
Akash, thank God it's only you. Come on in.
Are they still troubling you?
It just doesn't let up. Either it's Shankar's people asking for more money, or it's the reporters who pervaded the story.
So why don't you speak to the reporters? I mean, they're printing wild stories about Shankar being some
secret son from a previous marriage.
Previous marriage, what the hell are they talking about?
I mean, you know how rumors are. I mean, everybody wants to add something to just spice it up.
I should sue them for this.
Why don't you just talk to them? At least then they'll have the truth.
Akash, after that Pyar Ka Dastakat thing, I've had enough reporters and media to last me a lifetime.
But they're going to keep hounding you till you talk to them.
I mean, just listen to that phone. It just doesn't stop ringing. It's driving me crazy.
Why don't you come home?
Akash, are they going to leave me alone there? You said that there was this whole TV crew there this morning.
Varsha, at least we'll be together. We're married now, remember?
You've been so wonderful and so understanding. I just need a little more time.
I know. But why can't you come home then?
Well, for starters, there's this tension between your father and Abhay. Then there was this thing between Ayush and Shankar. I don't know how Ayush is going to handle this new development. And then there's you with Rags and all these advertising guys. You're out all the time. Abhay and you. Even if I came home, what kind of time would we get to spend together? And I don't think Shankar would be able to handle this.
Look, I understand you're looking up Shankar. But what about us?
Akash, you're so busy. You're hardly at home. And then you're going to be going away for this tie-up. You'll be going abroad. And even if I came home, we wouldn't be together, would we?
Yeah, I guess so. But you know, these are the kind of things that are sparking off these crazy rumors. Look at this. This even asks the question, did the wedding end before the honeymoon was over?
Is this bothering you?
No, I understand that you have to go through this. I'm with you all the way. I just miss you, that's all.
I miss you too, Akash. Desperately. But this is just for a short time. We have the rest of our lives to spend together.
I guess so.
Oh my God, this phone, it's going to drive me crazy.
Who's this man you're reading about?
He's a strange character. He's just become the heir to a huge fortune. He can live like a prince if he wants to. And what does he do instead? He's giving away large chunks of his inheritance to charitable foundations. Schools and hospitals and a shelter for the rehabilitation of women.
Oh, he's the same man who made that donation to the Sisters of Hope charity.
Yeah. Here it is. It says he gave away... My God, I don't believe he gave such a huge amount of money.
He did. I can vouch for that.
And you approve of this?
Well, what's this man's name? Pawan Sarkar. I think he's doing the right thing. Don't you?
Yeah, but I'm not sure.
About what?
Well, the amounts for one thing. Pawan, do you have to give away such large amounts of money? Can't you just make a token donation or something?
Eko Mudhu, I give as much as will make a considerable difference to a charity. The amount doesn't matter.
Chand was grumbling that it's eating away into the company's balance sheet.
Chand reads too many balance sheets. He should read magazines like this.
Seriously, Pawan, I'm really beginning to get worried now.
About what?
Well, I know that your father's left a lot of money, but most of it is tied up in the companies, isn't it?
Yes, so?
And companies have been known to fail. Sometimes they lose all their money, don't they?
But it's possible.
So you could lose your entire inheritance in just one stock market crash or something.
Well, that's putting it a little drastically.
But at the rate you're donating to charities, sooner or later it will be over, won't it?
Madhu, the Sarkar group of companies is doing exceedingly well, and Baba's foreign investments have now begun to pay off in a big way. But what are you so worried about?
I'm just concerned that we're not saving enough.
Saving? What kind of saving do you want us to do?
You know, putting aside for the future.
Madhu, I'm not a salaried employee. I'm the head of the Sarkar group of companies. My investment in stock in the group alone is worth a fortune. We're very well taken care of. You have nothing to worry about.
Are you sure?
Yes. But I want to know something. Yesterday you were planning our trip abroad with great abandon. And today you're talking about savings and money and have I got enough put aside for the future? What's changed your point of view in one day?
I went to the doctor.
The doctor.
I hadn't been feeling so well lately, so I thought I'd go for a checkup.
But you didn't tell me you weren't feeling well.
I just didn't want to alarm you.
But you should have told me I would have come with you.
Don't you want to know what the doctor said?
Yes, I hope you had some good news.
Well, that depends.
It depends on what?
You know, whether you've planned for the future or not.
What? On whether I've planned for the future.
Do you intend to spend the rest of your life only with me? Don't you want to have someone else around too?
What? Someone else? Madhu? Madhu, what did the doctor say? Tell me, Madhu.
What did you think, that I'm dying of cancer?
God forbid.
You goose, I'm having your baby.
Baby?
Yeah, well, you know, this house is so big. It's too big for the two of us. So I thought we had room for another little Sharkar. What do you think?
We have room for a lot more shark.
I hope I've got everything. Shankar, where's my handbag?
In the bedroom, Varsha Didi.
Will you go and get it for me, please?
No problem.
Morning, Ari.
Good morning. What's this for sure? Are you going somewhere?
Yes, I'm just going out of town for a couple of weeks. As soon as I get to where I'm going, I'll call you.
All of a sudden?
Well, you know, Shankar's parents have been hounding me for money and I've just had enough. So I thought if I go out of town for a couple of weeks, they'll get the message and back off.
At least tell me where you're going.
Thank you.
Let's go now.
Yes, we will go in a minute, but maybe you can do me a favor. Here are the keys to the car. Can you carry that?
Sure.
Okay, that's the key to the boot. I'll be there. Isn't he sweet?
Sure, at least tell me where you're going.
Bye, Ai. Take care of yourself. Don't worry about me. I'll call you soon, okay? See you.
If there's something you have to say, why don't you just say it and let me get on with my work?
I'm sorry, I do not want to disturb you.
You are disturbing me anyway.
No, you carry on. Your work is more important.
That's what I don't like about you. You start something, but you don't want to finish it. It's the story of your life.
I was just being considerate for the sake of your work.
You don't give a damn about my work. You think I'm a client stealer anyway.
That is what I wanted to tell you about. I know it was a misunderstanding.
Bull! You wanted to misunderstand. Even when I was a kid, you would always say, look at him, how good he is at his work, or look at so-and-so. He always listens to his parents. I was never good enough for you no matter what I did.
That is because I wanted to work hard.
And even when I did work hard, you were never there to see it, to notice it. And when you did, all you said was, "Theek hai, but you can do better."
Yes. You can do better.
Stop giving me these false praises. Tell me what you actually feel.
No, but what am I saying then?
What you actually feel is that I'm a good for nothing, go on beach bum. And that I'll never be able to do anything with my life.
Abhay, you know it is not true. I think you are a...
I'm what? Not as good as Akash? Not as talented as Akash? Not as smart as Akash? What?
Will you let me finish?
You never finish. You love to start things and just leave them half finished. And that's what I am. A half finished chapter from your past.
Control yourself, Abhay. Don't get upset for nothing.
Excuse me. My own father accuses me of stealing a client from my own brother. And I'm a little upset about it.
But that is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm sorry for it.
That's the first time I've heard anyone say sorry.
Look, I said I'm sorry for jumping to conclusions. I know it was a misunderstanding.
That's our whole life, isn't it? One long list of misunderstandings.
Why do you have to go on and on about the past? You're nagging just like your mother.
So now we come to our mother. Do you know this is the first time you've mentioned her since I've been here? What happened? End of conversation?
Look, I'm just trying to solve this problem. And I need your help.
What are you going to solve? All the years that mother and you fought about why you couldn't marry her and make her your legal wife? Or how I used to come to you running from school because all the boys used to beat me up and call me a bastard? Or are you going to solve the problem of the well? Remember the well in our backyard? The one that she used to always ask you to clean and you would put it off for later? Until finally she decided to do it herself and she broke her hip. I came back and I saw her in so much pain that I thought she was going to die. Are you going to solve that problem today? Or did you have something else in mind?
Stop it. Just stop it!
If you're going to hit me again, I must warn you. I'm not 11 years old.
Why can't you let it be? Why can't you just forget about it? Let us live a new life without all the pain. Let us live for the future.
I want to. I really do. I just don't think we have a future together.
One man.